Welcome everyone to MCBU News. I am your news anchor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and this is the latest news. The rural community of Cottonville is in shock after a vicious attack that took place in the early hours of this morning. On the property of a wheat and hemp farm in Cottonville, the owner made a horrible discovery. His dog is found, lying in the forest surrounding his property. She has been attacked by something to an absolutely gruesome extent. Local farmers know the area well, and so far there's no wildlife they've heard of that can do something like this. In an interview with the farmer, he expresses his disbelief, his grief, and his traumatic experience.
I remember sitting in front of the TV watching a show. It must have been around 1:30 in the morning when all of a sudden I hear a sound coming from the woods. My dog Marley, she was outside. She liked being outside. She was on fairly good terms with the wildlife there. Not that there's much wildlife to be concerned about, you know. Coyotes, wolves, rabbits, elk, deer. Nothing too troublesome. I just cannot believe that any of those animals would do this to her. Nature here has always been kind of mutually peaceful. So, yeah, there haven't really been incidents like this here, you know.
The local farming community expresses concern about this incident. They believe that the species of animal new to the area might be responsible. This suspicion came after another attack in January, in which an entire pen of 18 sheep was massacred by something no one could possibly conclude what it was. This attack only further proves that an animal foreign to this stretch of land could possibly be the perpetrator.
When I walked into the woods with like a flashlight, I really wasn't sure what I'd find there. You see, the woods are they're untamed. It's raw nature, something we farmers respect. But anyways, I went there and I found her lying in the soil, like not even like 100 yards out. She was covered in blood. It was even sticking to the trees at about the height of my waist. Her leg. Oh. It was ripped off. It was laying about 20 feet further. She. Both her eyes were missing. Gouged out. She had no sight. And still, when she heard my voice, she immediately knew it was me. She knew she would be safe. I almost vomited on her. The stench. It was bloody awful. I never smelled something this bad in my life. I picked her up. I took her home. I immediately called the animal ambulance, and before I could even finish my call, she was gone. Dead. Gone forever. Marley. Christ, I'm sorry.
Absolutely heartbreaking. In other news,